Good morning, champions. Today we're talking about mastering your kata like a pro. Okay, so here's the first thing that we need to do. We need to stop thinking about kata as a pattern, as a dance, as a bunch of moves that we need to do, to learn, to put together to get your next grade. It's not what it is. And if you're thinking about it like that, then you're missing the point. Kata is a self-defense scenario put together, and in order to teach you the skills, the disciplines, the techniques for you to protect yourself in a self-defense situation. You got to make it real. Make it real. Okay. So I'm going to go give you 3 steps to mastering your kata. Stick around to the end for the secret sauce. Okay. All right. Now, first thing is you got to learn the individual movement, and you got to get that right. The individual technique, whether it's a kick, a punch, a block, master that by itself, take it out, get in front of the mirror, video it, make sure that individual movement is right. Secondly, the second thing is you need to do is you need to work on your movement, putting that individual technique in with the stance, the movement, the transition, and work it. Not from the beginning to the end, but each individual movement, work that individual movement until it's flawless. The third thing that you need to do is you need to remember that this is a self-defense situation. So you got to work the application. You got to understand what it is that you're trying to do. What is the pattern? What is the kata? Or what isn't something that kata may be trying to show you? Okay, you got to understand the application. That's the 3 things. Stick around for the secret sauce. By the way, put in a comment, put in a like, put in what you think of the 3 steps. Give me something, like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Now, beginners are often consumed by step 1, step 2, trying to get the technique right, trying to get the movement together, and remembering the pattern. Okay. But if you want to be a pro, if you want to get great at this, if you want your karate to be the best that it can be, you've got to remember that it's a fight situation. You've got to have 100% focus. You've got to be in the moment. You've got to be able to switch on, turn yourself on, and remember that every single movement is life and death. It's like it's success and failure. You've got to have that intensity, that focus, that drive, yep. Okay. That's our promise, the secret sauce. Here's the key. Here's the thing that's going to make the difference for you. If you've stuck around this long, this is the key for you. All right. You must be able to switch your mind on into combat mode. Okay. If you want to have the intensity, the sharpness, the ferociousness, the strength, all that coming together to make your kata present like it can, you've got to be able to get into that combat zone. You've got to put yourself into a fight or flight mode where your adrenaline is coursing, your heart rate is up, you have the strength, the energy, the intensity to put into it to make every movement real. Okay, that's the key. I'm not talking about tensing up. You got to stay relaxed in some things. You got to put out intensity, and you got to key eye as if life depends on it. But you only can get the best that you can do by putting yourself into fighting. Imagine you're fighting the scariest opponent you can think of, the baddest dude in the dojo, the bully at school, the 6'10", like you've got to put yourself into that combat zone. You got to feel it to show it. You got to present it. You got to feel it, and then you present it. You show it. All right. Think about it that way. Let's cover it quickly through. Let's go over 3 things. 1, learn the individual technique. 2, learn the movement. Put it into practice. Once you've got that down, 3, put the application. Have an understanding of the application. And the secret sauce is combat. You got to remember that this is a fight. This is you or them. Difference between success and failure is that intensity, that ferocity, that yeah. And every time you do it. All right. I'll see you in the dojo soon.